South Florida's only business radio station.
Part of the Wall Street Business Network.
880 AM, The Biz. You're listening to Freed on Business. To talk to Jim and his guests, call 305-541-2350. That's 305-541-2350. Now, back to your host, Jim Freed.
All right, South Florida, we are back, and we have our segment right now with Rob Denton. Rob is the president and founder of True North Financial. He keeps our corporate clients in line, gets their debts collected, helps them be flush with cash. Rob, welcome back to the show.
Jim, thanks for having me.
It's my absolute pleasure. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, Rob, is we're in a period of time where a lot of businesses are resetting their debt situations. A lot of individuals are, but a lot of businesses especially. Here we are, it's at the end of the summer. Cash flow has been tight. Your restaurant, your construction business, you need a little cash. How do you help these people?
Well, True North is bringing a novel approach to helping businesses weather the storm. I mean, it's summertime, it's slow, we have difficult economic times, and we don't just help you get your bills paid, we help you reorganize so that this doesn't happen again. And like you said, we can settle your debt, we can consult you on how to be more efficient, thus more profitable. So we are resetting business debt.
Now, how do you make money doing that, Rob? Do you take these upfront fees like I read about on TV, or how do you get paid?
Well, here's the bottom line. We only benefit when our clients benefit. We do not take upfront fees. We're in it with you, and we will put our time and our efforts in there to help you restructure and recalibrate your debt. And the most important thing is that we're going to deal with the collection calls so that you can focus on the business of doing business.
Yeah, I mean, I got to believe that one of the most unnerving things is getting those constant phone calls and knowing what to say to them. I mean, it would just drive me crazy. So you're able to help slow down the calls. I guess it's a process, though, right? It doesn't stop on day one, does it?
Not on day one. It's not only a process, but what we do is we put in a procedure that if you want to, and if the other side, your creditor, wants to, we're going to look to repair those relationships and ensure the long-term stability in the marketplace. Not everybody knows that you have a hardship going on. Some creditors look at it like you're just trying to beat them out. Maybe they have their own problems. But when we get in there, we're fact-based, we're proactive, we let them know you're in a situation and that we're there to help.
Well, I think that a lot of the problem is communication, and you're able to communicate. You have the confidence that you can communicate with them because you've done it in the past.
That is absolutely true. And business today, Jim, is being done with trillions of dollars in credit being given from one business to another business in the form of invoices.
Right.
Okay, so what happens is continuing profitability in the function of one's business really depends on their ability to have strong mutual relationships with their creditors. And what's happening right now, suppliers, they're reliant on you just like you're relying on them for product.
It's a chain.
It's a chain, and sometimes that chain gets broken.
Yeah, the weak link is going to break the chain, and you're able to kind of, I guess, identify that link, help prop it up, and hopefully get the whole chain working then.
Well, exactly. In True North, all of our staff, we're not only going to help you settle the debt that you have with key vendors, but we're going to help you restructure some other operational functions that may help you with your company become more profitable.
Now, what if I'm selling my company? You know, when companies are sold, there's accounts receivables, there's transfers. I guess that gets valued it does get valued in the business, and it's part of the transaction. Sometimes they stay with the seller, sometimes they go with the new client. Are you able to help people monetize this so they can have an easier closing on their business sale?
Day in and day out, we get calls regarding, I'm selling my business, but they're not buying all the obligations. What do I do? Well, if you're selling your business, there's a good chance there may be a chunk of cash available. And do you really want to take that cash and pay down all your debts at 100 cents on the dollar? Well, you might have to, but if you go and look to restructure those obligations or reset them, you may be able to put more cash in your pocket at closing. So, if you're selling your business, you're having a hard time, or if you're looking to sell your business and you're not sure what to do because the debt picture is ugly, you may contact us before you do that, and we'll help you restructure the debt picture.
Well, now, A lot of people in the past have restructured their debt using bankruptcy. We're not talking about bankruptcy here. We're talking about a negotiated settlement with creditors that does not leave a black mark that leaves a different mark than bankruptcy would, right?
Exactly. We're specialists. We understand it. We're not looking to take anyone into bankruptcy. We're not a law firm. We're looking to restructure and avoid bankruptcy. And basically, we're helping businesses stay in business.
Now, you help people all across the country, don't you?
That is correct.
Now, how does somebody get a hold of you if they want to talk to you? I know you have South Florida stuff, but how about national also?
Absolutely. I was on the phone with someone in Iowa this afternoon, Michigan, all over the country. And they can reach us at 877-846-0667. And, of course, on the web, you can find us at www.truenorthfinancial.net.
I got to believe them. I believe that the Midwest is going to be having a significant amount of problems given their drought and the fact that the farmers are, again, in a part of a chain of supply and sale. And if they slow down, it could create a problem. I got to believe that the whole Midwest is going to be looking at this.
Absolutely. Air conditioning and heating, plumbers, truckers, all across the board, every industry. We didn't see this before. I'm seeing from every single industry on down the line, medical, all kinds of companies all around the country, not sure what to do. People who have told me, I have an attorney. I'm going to take care of my lawsuits that way. A lot of things can be settled outside of the courts and negotiated in good faith. And oftentimes the other side, your creditor, is willing to take something. It's the bird in the hand philosophy.
It sounds to me like a lot of your referrals could come from service providers like wealth managers, accountants, lawyers, even bankruptcy guys.
Listen, not everyone can file a bankruptcy. When they find out what really it takes to go bankrupt, a lot of attorneys and also other professionals will refer over their clients that the bankruptcy where they thought it was the right solution really wasn't. So they'll refer them over to us.
Well, it takes money to go bankrupt.
It certainly does.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So, Rob, tell me now, you help all kinds of firms. You help construction firms. You've helped professional services firms. You've helped food and beverage operations. Who are you finding is the people that are most affected during this slowdown?
The most affected during the slowdown, we're seeing it in, I can't even tell you what industry, but I can tell you the business owner. The actual owner is feeling it the most because he stopped paying himself. He may even have gone into his personal pocket to finance the business. So it's not any one industry, but the owner. The owner is the guy who feels it the most when it's a small company. I mean, we deal with large corporations up to $50 million in revenue, but the $500,000 to $10 million revenue size business, it's the individual owner or the partners who are feeling it because they stopped paying themselves.
Well, Rob, if somebody wants to start paying themselves and wants to get their business back on a solid footing, how do they get a hold of you? again,
it's 877-846-0667. It's again 877-846-0667. And they can always find us on the web at www.truenorthfinancial.net.
If you're a business owner, you're seeking peace of mind, write down these numbers one last time.
It's 877-846-0667. We'll help you stay in business.
Rob, thank you so much for the service to the public that you and your firm does. We'll be right back after this short break. We're going to have Denise Leon from Kimpton Hotels and Restaurants talking social media with Johnny. Back after this.